welcome to this press conference. We are going to start, and thank you all for being here with us. Now we are going to start with some questions on the call. So first, we have some questions from the Chinese media. Oh, 1 minute.
好，那我们先把问题给到线上媒体，然后第一个问题给到好，可以开麦进行提问。Hello，我们第一个问题给到航航，可以开麦进行提问。
Okay, we are going to start with some questions on the call. Rosesa, you have the first question.
Thank you, Juan. Commiserations for the loss. I would like to ask questions to coach actually. A tough loss actually against PRX today, despite showing a great performance on Lotus at the first half actually. But it means that you are heading to the lower bracket final. What are your immediate thoughts on the series, and how does the team feel about the outcome for this series actually, coach?
I think it's a pity that we didn't close on map 1 and we showed. Sorry? I think it's a pity that we didn't close on map 1 and we didn't show enough mental resilience in map 2 to continue our streak on the attacking, and we kind of fell off from there, from the momentum and stuff, and we couldn't recover in time against their chaos kind of play style. And I think it's not the end of the world losing this upper final. I think we still have a chance tomorrow to come back from the lower bracket. I think we currently have the T1 script. I think it's just the same script from Masters Bangkok. I think we're still pretty optimistic towards these results.
The Cinderella story might not continue to the grand final, but I wish you best of luck for the lower bracket final.
We will be back. Thank you very much.
好的，那第二个问题给到线上，给到航航，可以开麦进行提问。
首先，大家辛苦了，打的确实很好，很精彩，就是不用管今天的输好吗？去发的，明天加油好吗？我想问一下，明天怎么面对明天的败者组决赛呢？
其实我们的心态一样不变嘛，享受比赛。其实今天我觉得挺好的，就是我觉得我们每一个队员就是大家会知道你们差一步了，对吗？大家都认为差一步，但是我就跟大家说嘛，就享受在这个状态，就是你很高压，你会紧张，你会很想赢，可能会有点难以集中，有点乱。那就在这个时候就深呼吸啊，就享受这个时候。享受在这个状态下怎么去调整，那如果调不过来没关系，都是经验，都是学习。所以明天一样，就是我们会复盘我们的失误、我们的漏洞，然后准备好对手明天的就是明天的事情、明天的东西，然后还是一样，心态不变，享受比赛 ，step by step。因为我觉得还是一样要做好自己。我觉得大家都真的已经打得很好，我觉得都经历了，大家在场上在落后的时候，甚至我们还差一把，我们那把就已经没了的时候。我们还是互相一样鼓励，这个就是我想看到的，比胜负还重要的，就是我们的团队精神。
没问题，明天加油，好吧？
好，谢谢。
We are waiting 1 minute.
The question is like, how are you gonna get prepared for tomorrow's lower bracket final? And if I answer like, we just aim to keep a good mentality to enjoy the game. Today, at some point, people would think, like my teammates would think, we're just one step away from the victory. But that's kind of status like you feel so stressful and hard to focus. Like I recommended them to take a deep breath at that point. And if we couldn't come back, just regard it as an experience of learning. And now we just like focus on get fully prepared for tomorrow's lower bracket final step by step. And I think for today's match, everyone tried their best. And even like at that point when we like there was one run to lose, everybody was just encouraging each other. So what is more important than the result might be the team. So like we are being consistent.
好，那好像可以接下来继续进行提问。
我还能提问吗？其实我没什么问题，我就想你们不要想今天的失败了，打好明天的好吧？都站起来，赢了就站起来欢呼，
会的，会的，
支持你们，
谢谢。
支持你们。
好，谢谢，
Thank you.
谢谢。
Golden, you have the next question.
Okay, thank you so much. Golden from RDLG. First of all, WOL, sorry for the loss of the day. I'm pretty sure that you will step up your game and reach the grand final eventually. But I have a question now for Sifat Baby, because what I saw you on the stage is that even when the team was losing, it was in a bad situation, you never stopped it. You never stopped hyping the team. You were always with your heads up and even happy in those situations where the team needed that emotion to keep playing, to keep performing. So could you explain how did you reach this point of determination for you and for your team?
这个问题给到 Super Baby，就是我们注意到，即使是在队伍输掉一些回合，那你也从来没有停止过去鼓励大家，让大家去保持一个好的心情，保持一个好的状态。那是什么让你是什么支持着你下了这样的决心，要去给到队友这样的精神鼓励？
因为我的心态一直都没有变，就是我现在在跟兄弟们在场上战斗，我们比赛一天没有结束，我都不会放弃。正如我鼓励他们所说，能翻，来，现在就来。就是我觉得这个是一个战斗嘛，你不能低头，也不能沮丧，我们一定要站起来去面对。尽管我们落后多少的比分都好，没关系的，都是经验。那如果我们真的做不好了，那没关系啊，我们继续练习啊，对不对？又不是说输了就天塌了。所以我觉得支持着我的反而是我的兄弟，我看着我们兄弟们，我跟他一起战斗，为什么我要沮丧？我很开心跟他们打，不管我们落后多少。Okay, guys, heads up.
Super Baby answer like I just have a good mentality to fight with all my brothers within the team. It's kind of like never giving up, to have a faith we can come back from even we were like in a deficit. Don't be frustrated, don't be sad, just to face the facts. And even though like the odds seem to stack on us, just regard the experience as like we are learning something from our opponents. Keep training, keep practicing every day. So I think what is kind of supporting me to like get determined is my brothers. Like they are always stand behind me, no matter what the result is. Just like keep going on, heads up.
Well, thank you so much, Sifat Baby, and good luck in your next game.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question goes to Miguel.
Hi guys, sorry for the result today. My name is Miguel Soriano for Sons of Chaos in Latin America. You guys have been the revelation of the tournament. You guys have been forming aura in every game you play. But tomorrow you're gonna have a game against a team you haven't played against in the tournament or in any other situation. So my question would be for Coach Faith, how is the plan that you're gonna implement to face either of G2 or Fnatic? And with such a short notice, have you been are you familiar with the game of these two teams? Thank you.
Yeah, during the past few days, we've been doing our preparation for all the teams that we will face possibly like G2 Fnatic and PRX. We did enough like research on them, and I think it doesn't matter who we face tomorrow. We were kind of like prepared for anyone that we will play tomorrow, the lower bracket finals, because I think our style of play can go against any team in this tournament.
Thank you and best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We are going to start with the questions here in the room. Thank you for your patience. Go first.
Hi guys, commiserations on the loss. I've got a question for Fade. Every match you guys have played at Toronto so far has ended in 2 maps, and the only best of 5 you've played this year was the 0-3 loss to Bilibili in China. Are you concerned at all about how the team will maintain their stamina throughout a possibly long series tomorrow?
I'm not worried about their stamina, because usually when we have practice back in CN and stuff, we have like really long hours of training. The players are ready for moments like this.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Hello, sorry for the loss. Nerdscast Independence freelance commentator here from the States. My first question goes to gonna be to Lysor and sorry, second. To Lysor and UCOB, as you guys sorry. Lysor and UCOB, how have you guys reflected on your run so far? How are your confidence levels feeling so far throughout this tournament?
Do you repeat your question?
Sorry, yeah. For Lysor and UCOB, just talking a question about reflecting on their run so far and confidence levels so far throughout their run and going into the next match.
现在走到现在这个，就是在多伦大师赛打到现在的话，觉得自己打的适应的怎么样？然后信心怎么样？
感觉适应的还不错吧，我觉得我们能杀回来。
我觉得自己一直适应的很好吧。然后信心的话，就我自己不担心，所以明天看吧。
Lisa, and so like he's adapting to the circumstances a lot, like well, and he's confident that he can come back to tomorrow's match. And Spring also mentioned that he doesn't worry about the status right now because like he's being confident as well.
All right, thank you. And then I had one more question for Spring. There's a lot of moments throughout Lotus where you were helping out the team and clutching rounds. How are you feeling about your performance as well? Similar question, but sending it to Spring.
这个问题给到小春。今天看到你在莲花古城有非常多惨剧的发挥，你感觉怎么样呢？
我感觉我只是做好我该做的吧，然后今天有点没发挥好。
Spring answer like I was just doing what I was supposed to do, and I feel like today I was not in.
All right, thank you.
Hi, this is Razor on behalf of the VALORANT competitive Reddit community. I have a question for Suifat, BB, and Fade. Good game. You guys delivered a near perfect match on Lotus. What started to slip away on Ascent, and what was the team mental like after that 4-6 timeout?
这个问题给到教练和小肥，看到你们在莲花古城是打了一个非常接近、非常焦灼的加时，那这对于你们来到亚海玄城来说，会对你们的状态有什么影响吗？
I think the momentum after the Lotus match was okay because we started 4-0 on Ascent, but after their first time out, I think we didn't deal with the operator very well, and the team were kind of messy in terms of doing their progression on the map, gaining space on map control and stuff. Our utility were all over the place too. We were trying to take a pause to adjust ourselves. Like it was too messy that we couldn't afford to lose more rounds. So we fought the time out there trying to adjust and see if anything can be done.
Thank you. And then I have a second question for you, Fade. The team plays slow, which is something we don't normally see from the Chinese teams, preferring to be more aggressive and believing in more individual skills. What is the inspiration behind that slow play style? And did you think it was going to work better against the fast, chaotic style of PRX?
I mean, we can definitely play fast or slow. It's just, I think in the current meta where most of the map you'll be up against like a lot of utility, you have to do a lot of like trade-off between both sides. So there's no point to play too fast. I think PRX style is very unique because of how their players play individually. So it's kind of like something unique to them. And I don't think anyone should replicate that. It's gonna be bad.
Thank you.
小肥要我帮你再重复一下上一个问题。Go ahead.
Hey guys, Pedro Romero, independent journalist. First off, commiserations on the series loss and going down to the lower bracket. Hopefully you guys can bounce back in next match. Got a question for more so towards you, Fat BB or Fade. Either of you guys can answer. So far in this team's journey in the playoffs, you guys face mostly VCT Pacific teams. And Fade, given what you said about like the state of the meta and how you guys are trying to work around it, how does this match against PRX compare to the other team that you guys face in VCT Pacific so far? And also looking into today, what made this much more difficult than the other matches?
这个问题是，其实来到淘汰赛阶段之后，你们已经去面对到了很多的其他赛区的队伍了。那今天面对到 PRX，你们是怎么去做准备的，以及遇到了哪些困难？
我觉得遇到他们的困难会是他们变数会比较多嘛，因为对面的风格，就是大家也看得到他们的风格是非常的激进，就是真的很 aggressive。我觉得是我们没有做好准备吧，就是不够专注。其实可以在场上调整得更好，所以我觉得这次对于我们来说也是一个非常好的经验。
I think, generally speaking, the play style of PRX is being super aggressive. So for today's loss, I just think we're not fully locked in, not get well prepared.
I got another question. I'm gonna send this one more specifically to Fat BB. During the series, as it transpired, the cameras caught you seeing visibly frustrated. I want to know like how difficult was it for you as the IGO to try to work around PRX and having to also lead the team in this kind of match? How difficult was it for you specifically, and how were you able to work around?
这个问题想给到小肥，就是作为 IGO，你觉得你是就是有多困难的？对于就是作为 IGO 去带领团队战胜 PRX 去迎战他们是一件多么困难的事情？
他也指了说你刚刚看起来有点燥，打 PR 叉的时候，如果你要在这个情况下还要带领队伍的气氛这种东西，你怎么做到？
其实我觉得在逆境当中，就是难免会有一点就是心情的一些起伏，但我在长的中间我也会去深呼吸去调整，然后并且因为我的脑袋其实很忙的，虽然是很难，就是尽管我们落后 OK， 然后我还要去做一个 IGL 还要鼓励，其实我不会觉得它是难吧，因为我觉得这个是我的工作，就是我的责任，并且我也是想这么做，我没有想它多难，我觉得一点都不难，因为既然你要做这个位置的话，你就必须得去经过，然后在场上去承受，并且调整，我觉得这个是对于我来说也没什么吧。
So answer like when we were in deficit, I definitely went through ups and downs, but during the rounds, I would take some deep breath, just to calm down a little bit. And yeah, I was like quite busy both doing the IGL job and also like encouraging my teammates, but I didn't like regard it as a difficult job since I really like regard it as kind of my responsibility. I'm just doing my job, and I think to be a great IGL, to be a good player, you need to go through all that. You need to take the responsibility, make adjustments. That's
Hello, Sierra Zobi, freelance esports commentator from NA. This first question can go to anybody, but I'd like to hear from YU or Juicy since you guys haven't gotten to talk this conference yet. It's similar to a previous question on best of fives, but gives you room to expand. Your last few best of fives have been a bit rocky, so I was curious, what lessons have you drawn from those series losses that you will bring into the lower finals to find more success this time around?
想问到的问题是给到 YU 和 Juicy 的，那你们从之前的 BO5失利中有没有学到什么经验，能应用到明天的败者组决赛当中？YU 和 Juicy。
I think we've learned like not to be too hype and all that kind of stuff, but I think on this stage being hype will be fine for us. And we've learned that it's more about like our own communication and just we need to play well as a team and like be the best version of ourselves.
我觉得需要更冷静吧，然后也要保留体力吧，因为BO5很漫长，所以就是保留体力还有冷静。
What you answer, like, I think need to like cool down a little bit, like more get composed a little bit, and also save energy at the same time since best of five is really a long journey to go.
Perfect. And then my second question goes over to Swoop Fat Baby. Out of curiosity, you were shown on broadcast today talking with Lysor directly after the loss on stage. Can you give us any insight on what you talked about, considering you looked pretty serious? No pressure to if you would not like to.
刚才好像看到说你在比赛失利之后，立马和刘一手进行了一些交流，能分享一下当时谈论了什么？如果你觉得 OK，可以分享。
I think on the stage, I told Lysor, I saw him, he's feel sad and yeah, you know, his bad mood. And then I tell him, okay, remember this moment. You feel so nervous, confused, and then how you lost your focus. Okay, remember this moment. Take a deep breath. You need to remember today, this moment, and then you need to come back tomorrow. Because I think not everyone need to learn how to adjust in mid round when you feel stressful, feel so bad, feel so lost. Yeah, you need to take a deep breath and you still need to focus on the game. But even we lost, it's never mind. Tell me it's experience. You need to enjoy it. And then after we lost PRX, I think our team will be better.
Perfect. Thank you so much and good luck in lower finals tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hello, Gabriel Noda. My first question is to Swoop Fat Baby.
Yeah.
So you talked about how you guys have your next match tomorrow, and it's against the winner of G2 versus Fnatic. So my question is to you guys, who do you think you're going to face, and what is the game plan going into that match after a loss like this?
明天你们即将面对对手是 G2 或者是 Fnatic。那小肥，你觉得你们将会面对到谁呢？以及在今天的比赛之后，你觉得明天的比赛会是什么样的？
I think we will still prepare for tomorrow match, even what we against team, even Fnatic or G2, it doesn't matter for us. And then I think tomorrow is a fun game because our first international event, global event, first our BO5, and then yeah, I think no stress, just have fun. Yeah.
And my second question is to anyone at the table. So we've seen throughout this tournament that you guys and Sentinels have been going back and forth and having this friendship.
And with Sentinels out, a lot of Sentinels fans online have said that they've been cheering for you and are showing you some love. So on top of having Toronto behind you, you will also have all of Sentinels behind you. Tell me, how does that feel to have both of those fan bases just cheering for you guys?
这个问题给到所有的选手，就是可以任意的去回答。那其实，在多伦多大师赛的整个赛程当中，看到你们和 Sentinels 是去建立了比较深厚的友谊的。然后在 Sentinels 现在被淘汰之后，他们的粉丝也会给你们提供很多的支持，很多的关注。那在北美比赛，在多伦多比赛，拥有同时狼队的粉丝以及 Sentinel 的粉丝在背后作为支撑，是什么样的感受呢？
I feel so good，就是我觉得很好，就是我觉得很庆幸的吧，就是跟Celsius，然后在场上可以互动，然后我觉得我们打 Sentinels 那把比赛确实很精彩，然后我真的很希望再对到他们的，就是我们一直在每一把的一直互动啊，互动跟 Sentinels，所以我很谢谢他们，就是是 Sentinels 的粉丝们一直在我们后面，尽管我们他们被淘汰了，还是支持我们，所以我很谢谢他们，也是给了我们很多的力量。无论你是对支持 Sentinels 还是支持狼队的，我也很谢谢他们，因为我们很享受，因为我觉得那个 energy 跟那个叫声真的给了我们很多的力量。
I feel pretty good. Like I'm being super grateful to have a chance interacting with Elsa's on the stage. And speaking of the match, we faced up against the Sentinels. It was really a good match, a nice match. And thank you for all the fans, no matter you're fans of Wolves or you're fans of Sentinels. You really gave us a lot of energy. We are pretty like enjoying it. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, guys.
Last two questions.
Hi everyone, Stage 2 and freelance journalist. My name is Stage 2 and yeah, so my question is for Shufat Baby. So throughout Masters Toronto, we've seen you develop and really kind of be on the stage and be this leader for the Wolves, where you've led them to at minimum a top 3 finish. My question for you is, being a leader something that comes natural to you, or was that something that you had to really put in the reps to learn and get to where you are and add this cerebral approach to Valorant?
这个问题给到 Super Baby，因为看到你在整个赛程中展现出来的领导力，让人印象非常深刻。想问一下，这种领导力是你自然天生就有的，还是说是你通过后天的一些训练磨练去培养去造就的？
我觉得这个东西是，可能我一直都是运动员，然后我觉得是这么多年以来的经历跟经验去教会了我，要这一个团队是需要什么素质，然后或者要什么的一些因素，才能够越走越远，并且获得胜利。我觉得，因为我以前我学到的是，在一个充满着埋怨啊，或者一个很压抑的环境下，其实做什么都不会做得好。然后我就从小到大就是就一直这么多年，就是一直是学习经验，对，然后就慢慢就知道怎么去带领一个团队走向胜利吧。
Actually, I used to be an athlete. So after years of experience, it really taught me how to lead a team. And there are a lot of factors affecting a team to like win or lose, like to go further or something. And I learned that if you live in an environment full of depression or stress, you will complete nothing. So after years of accumulating, I slowly get to know how to lead a team, how to lead them to win.
Thank you so much.
Pedro Romero again. I'm going to send this question over to Fade. It was mentioned a little bit a while ago, earlier on in the press conference, about the possibility of dealing with a larger map pool now that you guys are going to be in the best of 5 tomorrow. You know, whoever, regardless of whoever comes up to face you in the lower bracket finals, they're teams that have played together for a good amount of time, very long time, and played in these kinds of maps plenty of times before in these kinds of situations. You look at that and then you compare that to this team, which is relatively new but still pretty strong in your own right. How do you kind of look at the current level of like the team's map pool strength compared to those that are coming to face you, whoever it is tomorrow?
I think the remaining teams in Masters Toronto, they have like almost similar map pool. And everyone pretty much play the same maps, and everyone is pretty well drilled across all 7 maps, including us, despite having a perma ban, as we all know. But I'm sure all the teams here are prepared for all 7 maps. Anyone can play any maps here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. With this question, we conclude this press conference. And thank you.
Thank you for having us.